Hello there, this is Reece Russell, and you're watching the Weekly Steelchair.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Taking talk in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me laying face down.
How about now? That ain't ever gonna happen. Me saying nice things about her? I don't think so. No, I was just responding to your comments, like saying like in terms of like, the TV deal. In a way, yes, it's nice, it has its effect. It's the lasting image that I'm more concerned about is like the actual possibilities, the potential repercussions, all of that. That's where my mind is. And is that a good deal? Yes. Is that a nice deal? Yes. Is that a strange deal? Most definitely. Definitely a strange deal that I want to see what people think about. I want to see how people are taking it. And just what does people actually think about this deal? What do you actually expect? What do you want to come from it? And we can react accordingly. But of course, do like, share, and subscribe. Don't be one of those who don't do that. Like, have a bit of courtesy. But let's build on this and let's make this something interesting. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah. Tell you now. Hold on. Well, Chester, funnily enough, that's a great question because that's posing a concern. I'm just not sure if it's the right network because I know about AMC. Like I know about AMC. I'm just not sure. But the slot 9 to 11 Eastern time. In 1 second, I'm gonna go and kill my brother. Genuine top tip. Don't have kids. And that's what I was saying to Catherine. Reports are conflicting. That's exactly what I said in our group chat. Reports are conflicting. Yes, the deal's good. Yes, the process is good. Will the partnership end? John Alba says yes. Mike Johnson says no. Quite frankly, in the best interests, they've got the TV deal. Kick WWE to the curb. I'm not saying that for my own state of mind because I'm not liking WWE at the minute. I'm thinking about it on a rational basis. You've got a TV deal. You've got a leg to stand on. You're getting 30 million over this contract, 3-year contract, $10 million a year. Here's a thought. Invest that into your production. Invest it into the talent contracts that go longer than a week. Actually, give some talent a 3-year contract. Tie some people down. And then here's an idea. Just say, we thank you, but we don't need you anymore. They never did to begin with. But quite frankly, this is an opportunity to say, you know what, we've got this, now we can just focus. Because it's going to just make it worse. That's not my distaste for WWE or whatever. That's actually my logic for TNA. This is an opportunity for TNA to turn around and say, actually, we don't need to be in this partnership. If they want to work with WWE from time to time, then okay, cool. That's different. But there's no need for them to be in a partnership. So the AMC deal's been agreed. Just back out of it. But then again, though, Carlos Silva is a snake. So I'd take him with a pinch of salt, like his big ass forehead. Oh, Jesus Christ, the hometown man is now tweeting it. And I'm going to definitely talk about this deal fairly. Like, let's look at the positives. Let's look at the negatives. The positive is you've got the TV deal there. They're back on a network that's more accessible. It gives you a chance to try and regrow again. Somehow, some way. But the negatives are they're not going to get the negatives are they're not going to get that they're not going to get the credit. They're going to be even more involved in the ratings war or ratings debate than they weren't previously. The incredible level of tribalism is about to increase again. Now you've got 3 network-based wrestling companies. And additionally, now you've got to raise the stakes because you're back on network TV. What's up, James? How are you doing, brother? Like, if you're actually looking at this in a fundamental aspect, the positives are they've got the TV deal, they've got the income coming through. They should be able to negotiate talent contracts now and properly sign talent for a good number of years. Invest in the setup for AMC. But the negatives are it's not going to be TNA's credit. It's going to be given to WWE. And that's the wrong part. Like, all good things before that are going to be overlooked. And I don't know about you, but I actually think that's the worst part. Shattered, stressed, and I feel like I've just been on a war zone. That's one way to put it. At least you're okay though, Reece. I'm sure you've seen Bret Hart's latest interview that's been making headlines. Yeah, I have, and don't get me wrong, Bret Hart's the greatest wrestler of all time. But I'm starting to get very concerned for him. Like, the comments about nails. Jake Roberts never passed the torch. All of that stuff. That as well, Vince's boy toy. Don't get me wrong, for me, Bret Hart is the greatest of all time, but now I'm starting to really, like... It's harsh to say, but I'm trying to avoid a Bret Hart interview. Because it's not the Bret Hart interview I want. I want Bret to talk about the best of the wrestling days that he had. I want him to talk about good road stories. I want him to talk about what he likes about the current version of wrestling and what he doesn't like that he would change. What he would do to make it better. I don't want Bret Hart to end up like Catherine. No offense. It's that never ending feel. I actually think, you know that old saying growing up, if you say something to the wrong person, they'll smack you one. Why have I got a bad feeling that Bret Hart's gonna say something? Why did I get the feeling Bret Hart's gonna say something in the wrong way and someone's just gonna smack him one? Like why have I got that feeling? Damn, why am I catching straights today? It's not, no, Catherine, you haven't done anything wrong. I'm just saying it's just the way how, like, it's about how much you hate Hangman and Thunder Rosa. I'm not saying anyone in Canada will smack him, but the US, you never know. I'm looking at it from a logical perspective. You can be a hero somewhere, but you can say something and you'll still get smacked for it. Sup, Fernando? Brett's comments about Sean and Vince are hilarious, which comes no surprise given his similar sentiments expressed on the Howard Stern show back in the 90s. Yeah, he at least is consistent. I will give Brett that. Brett is very consistent. But I think he needs to just... He needs to let it go. Like... He's extremely consistent. But I'd like for him to just... I know it's hard to let things go, but he needs to let things go. Me, myself, like, I did not like how Brett spoke about Jake Roberts. I did not appreciate that at all. I did not appreciate the fact that he used Roddy Piper as a way to shit on Jake Roberts. If anything, I'm gonna say it's Brett. For me, Brett is always someone that tells the truth. I'm sorry, but he told a fucking great lie. He told a lie the size of Texas when he said that Jake Roberts never passed the torch or put anyone over. Like, that is absolute bullshit from Brett. Like, I don't know where he got that idea. Exactly, Lark Bark. Exactly. I'd love to know what gave Brett that honestly, that reason to say that, because I don't often criticize Bret Hart, but I will here. Bret is talking a pack of lies. How can he honestly say that Jake Roberts never either passed the torch or put someone over? I'm sorry, but Jake Roberts literally is the reason The Undertaker became one of the greatest. He put over Stone Cold at King of the Ring. For goodness sake, he was that kind, he put over fucking Virgil, which he should never have did. Like, yes, Roddy Piper did put over Brett. That's a fair point, Larkbark. I just don't get where Brett's coming from with this. Like, this is the sort of stuff that people are going to say we don't. It's going to get to the point where someone says we don't listen anymore. Eventually, some people are going to say we don't want to listen to you anymore. Pretty sure he put Team Yokozuna over at WrestleMania 12. Yes, he did. He did. He didn't have to. Like I say, for me, Brett's the goat, but his his takes are getting worse. I'm just so confused by it all. I'm so confused, and I don't see a way back. I actually don't see a way back for him. The fact that he shows so much respect to Dynamite, who is a worse human being than Jake Roberts, says a lot. Now, showing Roddy respect, absolutely, but Dynamite Kid, horrible human being. Dave, why should I quit YouTube? Why not you quit yourself? Hmm? What is with a stupid comment like that? Just quit YouTube. Like, go on then. How about you come and say that in the other chat, and we'll see just what how much of a quit is for you. Probably is Zodiac. They're all limited intelligent fuckers over there. You know what's funny is they can drop 2 comments and after that they shut their hole. But the funny thing is though, I'll say this, thanks for the views. I got more passion in my fucking pinky than those lot do in their entire life. I've got more knowledge up here than they do in their entire fucking life as well. Those are the kind of people that have got nothing. Dynamite has exhibited the most despicable behavior ever as a human being, surpassing anyone else by a significant margin. His things that he did to people cannot be called into question. on a level of just how psychotic he was. The guy was violent, he was aggressive, he was well, let's just say he was on a borderline extreme that nobody could handle. See, let's have a look at this person that wants me to quit YouTube. Hold on, let's have a look. One subscriber. I think if anyone should quit, mate, it's you. The talent we spoke to said they hoped that catering to NXT wouldn't be happening. WWE sources confirmed to Fightful Select they knew the deal was coming ahead of the announcement. Official answer. Oh, that lot are just so damn pathetic, Catherine, honestly. You see, the worst thing as well, this is the worst part about 2026 like wrestling I'm not gonna like about 2026, is the same people you've commented from. Also, thanks for the 430th subscriber, but hey, I should quit YouTube, eh? Like, honestly, the next year or so, Fightful stuff and all that are gonna be the problem. They are gonna be an absolute nightmare. Notice how what I said, Zodiac, about that? Like, they make 2 comments, then they just shut their mouths? You kill them with kindness. I always win. Dynamite's malevolent nature is undeniable. Massively. Yeah, they do. Always ignorant people like that. Ignorant people that have got no lives, no friends, probably doesn't even have a job, all over the joint. There will be a combo of live and taped episodes of TNA on AMC. Mm. James! Now that's someone I've been waiting to see. How are you, my friend? Yeah, I saw that. I absolutely know that he said that, and I know why he said it. James Byers, it's been quite some time, sir. How are you? That's because he already is Lark Bark. Good to see you, James. It's been such a while. RSW Variety Channel. That's Ross. Sorry, Ross says what now? Okay. Welcome in, Ross. Good to see you. And Ross, don't get me wrong, I understand exactly where you're coming from in terms of the comment. Yeah, Larry the dog has passed away. It's a shame, of course. It's a real shame. So the AMC deal works great, but they've got to be live every week, not tape it. There's some weeks where they have to be taped though, just because of either location or if they're doing multiple shows at once, taping in advance to produce the shows. So they won't be able to do lives every week, but they will do some. I think the one major thing that TNA must do with all this investment is spend it on the production and spend it on talent contracts. The current roster they have Give them long-term deals because you want to show their worth is important just as well. Their investment is key. They have got to show that. If they don't show that, what's the point? Cena versus Brett would be the draw. Hart versus Kurt would be the work. In reality, yes. The reason why he did say Brett, though, is because of Kurt. The level of similarity, the level of intensity, the level of manner they cannot go past. Whereas, at least with Cena, it's a lighter work for him. He's under contract to 2028. How much pain do you want me to go through, Catherine? Yeah, Larry died. Yeah, it's to do with that, yeah. His dog has passed away, sadly. But here's the funny thing. This person's dead too. Your comments are dead, mate. So there you go. Ken, what? You know what? Just for coming in, he's putting some great comments. I'm going to subscribe to Ross as well. It has been. I want to see where they go from here. I really do. I'm not sure, but I really want them to just say, we don't need to focus on a partnership. We need to focus on ourselves. Like TNA need to be selfish, not selfless. That's why you catch strays. Checkmate. Whilst he's playing checkers, I'm playing chess. Whilst he's playing Monopoly, I'm actually making the deals. So hold that, you piece of shit. And they say don't be rude to your audience. Well, he's not my audience. He's just a cheeky bastard. And guess what? 2 comments and he fucked off. Bruh. Bitch, please. Are you going to miss Dirty Dangle? Nah, not really. I didn't think much of him. No disrespect to his career, but I mean, he's not really my thing, but this is what I think of that person with their 2 comments. Were you a fan of Tyler Breeze? Yeah, I was a fan of Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze actually is, and I say this comfortably, Tyler Breeze is actually in my... He's actually my favorite NXT match ever. Like, Tyler Breeze, honestly, is in my all-time favorite TNA, not TNA, NXT match. Considering the talent they've had. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. My favorite NXT match is Tyler Breeze versus Jushin Thunder Liger. And then WWE dropped the ball on Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze should have been an NXT champion because he's the only one who actually had a gimmick that mattered and a character. And they bottled that. I don't know how you can bottle that. James says Moose is amazing. I mean, I don't think so, but it's your opinion, my friend. I've always been a huge fan, but I still missed 05 to 09 TNA's glory years and perhaps 14-19. Yeah, I mean, 2011 and 2012 with Bobby Roode was all right, but that's just Bobby Roode. Kurt was probably the strongest as well at that point, but overall, yeah, I mean, Jeff Hardy's redemption run's okay. But I suppose the rest of it is Meh. I think they just let themselves down. That's a great question. Why do you think Tyler did not make it big on the main roster? Honestly, I think the reason Tyler Breeze didn't make it on the main roster is because I don't think they were ready for a social media type character that actually gave them a different flavor. It seemed too much to me like instead of Tyler Breeze being himself, they tried to turn him into Zack Ryder version 2. And that hurt him because he was already his own thing. He was already unique. And then the crowd just didn't react to that in the right way. He was badly managed, Tyler Breeze. I feel sorry for him. He's actually a really underrated wrestler. Like, if you actually look at that match that he had with Liger, you would honestly think that Tyler Breeze was a wrestler for 15 plus 20 years. It was so crisp and so smooth. But it's not. Like, it was nowhere near that. Tyler Breeze, honestly, I would have had. If you'd properly translated his character to the main roster, he could have held any title. And I wouldn't say this doesn't actually feel wrong. I agree. They didn't know what to do. And it's a shame because that gimmick was good. Like, that gimmick was really good. And you can tell that wasn't a Triple H gimmick. Because it had quirks about it. Like, the quirks is so good. Oh dear God. The WWE folk had no idea outside of the idea of the world outside of the arena, so Tyler and others suffered with what WWE higher ups thought was cool. You are sadly right. And they're still the same thing, funnily enough. I mean, see when you look at Tyler Breeze. I like the TNA days when they had Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe. Yeah, it was proper. It was a proper good roster. And they had their balance. Like, it was so good. I think it was just a one off. I think he was only as a one off deal. To smooth over the, well, we're getting Nakamura type thing. Exactly like Bark, but they don't want to accept it. I mean, just look at that as that was a match. The greatest masked wrestler of all time, who actually came in, worked with a young up and comer, and really gave it. It was so damn good. WWE also dropped the ball with Neville around the same time as Tyler Breeze. After they took the NXT title of him, they were really like... They were all over the place with him. It wasn't streamlined. Oh yeah, there's some really good stuff from TNA and Ring of Honor in that period. Was Billy Kidman's style ahead of his time? Kinda. If you watch Billy Kidman follows phenomenal wrestlers in the same way. Like, he follows Liger, he follows Ultimo Dragon, he follows Dean Malenko, he follows Taka Michinoku. Like, these types of hybrid, high-flying wrestlers. He follows Eddie Guerrero, like that version of Eddie. But then he makes his more unique, that people need to catch up. So Kidman was beyond his time, and then he was way ahead of time at the same time. Like, you look at the stuff he did with the likes of Paul London, Chavo Guerrero, Jamie Noble, like, even at times Rey Mysterio, the Hurricane. We got one of the most dynamic wrestlers WWE's ever had. If Billy Kidman had been in TNA, he rivals AJ for everything. And I'm not joking with that. Even Juventud, Psychosis, he was there, but with and without them as well. Like, he nailed it. Billy Kidman, honestly, is one of the best wrestlers you'll ever see, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Yeah, Kevin Dunn doesn't know a damn thing. I do not remember Jamie. No, not in WCW, but when he was in WWE. So Nikki Bella's confirmed on her Instagram she wants a title rematch. I mean, big beady eyes, Kevin Dunn. He's an absolute riot, Kevin Dunn. He was at the very end, though, when they were closing up, but he wasn't, like, prominent. Like, he wasn't, like, there. Like, AJ Styles was just there at the very end, you know? He was nothing, like, special in WCW because he never got to be special. Even, like, Christopher Daniels was there and then was like, I'm away. Yeah, she wants a rematch. She's put it on her Instagram. Can I describe one thing about Nikki Bella? Talentless plastic brat. But hey, folks, just remember, just quit YouTube. Something tells me I'm going to be very petty tonight. Just for that one person's comments, I feel like I'm going to be very petty tonight. One person with one subscriber trying to tell me what to do is got to be the funniest thing. One absolute coffin dodger. Oh, look at that, 431 subscribers. I've got 430 more than you, mate. But hey, quit YouTube. Yo, what, see for the rest of the stream. Where is it? I'm just going to leave that there for everybody, just to laugh. I'll take it. Everything Punk said about the Bucks and Kenny can be applied to Nikki Bella. Empty-headed fuck couldn't manage a target. To be fair, you can do another one. Hold on. Oh yeah, this. OMG, thought she was dead. LOL. Joking, obviously. Yeah. Don't say I don't bring the funny. Just quit YouTube. They just say no campaign of our times. Hey man, I gotta quit YouTube apparently. Yeah, I'll totally quit on all the people that sit by and support me. No. I say thank you to every single person who supports me and watches my channel, and we laugh and have fun. Just because they haven't got a single view or a single comment or anything like that doesn't justify the right to come in and tell me what to do. No one, and I mean no one, tells me what to do. Do you think Jay's turning heel soon? You know what, let's do that, because tonight is basically the TNA TV deal plus conversing in general about wrestling. So let's look at it. Jey Uso has been a babyface main eventer for quite some time. He's forced his way into this so-called conversation that he's a world champion or world championship material, and we can see him go somewhere. But there's nothing to stand on. There's nothing there from him that justifies where they go from here, right? So I can't see progression for Jey Uso. But then you look at the other mitigating point. He has toyed with turning, not turning for a while. He doesn't do it Survivor Series, sorry, just War Games, because it was not Survivor Series. He behaves like a good little boy at War Games, and then he has a crash out on Raw. This guy doesn't make sense at all. Like, does that make sense? Sup, TCW, how are you doing? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, you know? Like, I don't see any justification for it, but his crash out is just as bad. So I don't know where you go from here. I really don't. Why do some folk have multiple podcasting channels? Some people just really like their content, I suppose, or they like to branch out and do more than one thing. They like to use different platforms in the best way. Hashtag just quit YouTube. Hashtag make quitting great again. Totally agree about Jay, but I do feel like there is something about to happen soon. I think something will happen. But the question is, will you care? 5 letters, 1 word. Loser. Thank God we don't yeet on this channel. I will not say those words, you twit. I will not say I quit. Ah, what a promo. Oh, that takes me back. Middle of January, 1999. That's a memory. I'm glad to hear you're doing good though, TCW. I don't think he'll turn heel, to be honest. Maybe though. He might. The question is, do you want him to turn heel? Like, if you're a Jey Uso fan, I'm not, but this is a question for Jey Uso fans. Do you want him to turn heel? Do you want him to turn babyface, or do you want to try and find something different for him? I'm asking just Jey Uso fans. Jimmy is a better wrestler than Jey. I wholeheartedly agree on that. Have you kept up with the NWA Territory campaign? I'd love there to be a system like the Vintages. I have, yes. NWA Texas is going to be the one that people need to keep their eyes on. I like that they're doing these. I don't think you'll ever get a territory system like that again, but this will be a good fundamental option. I want them to retire. Yeah, that's reasonable, Catherine. It's funny you say that. I will not say those words. You twit. I will not say I quit. Then The Rock will bash your living brains in. That it's just some of those words were just peak 1999. People say oddly 2000 is WWE's best year in terms of creative, but is it? Like, I honestly think their best year is I would say 97 or whatever, but 99 is actually the strongest of it in terms of manner. It's interesting. But yeah, back to this TNA TV deal for AMC. So it's a 3-year deal on AMC, $30 million a year. The product strength will be in the younger talent going forward. But will they invest in them long term is massive. TCW, great question. What do you think's been the best Royal Rumble? 2001. For me personally, it's 1998, but 1997 probably objectively. 1997 for me, objectively and personally, is WWE's best year. But I can see why many think it's 99. 98 is a very good year. WWE's best work is Survivor Series 1996 until WrestleMania 17. So that's 4 and a bit years. Like 4.5 years that I'm saying was WWE's best creative run. November 1996 until April 1st, 2001 is for me WWE's best period. Despite Shawn Michaels' bad first run as world champion the first time, 96 still has its positives. "1992, brilliant wrestling year, brilliant Royal Rumble indeed." TCW, what do you think's been the best Rumble? Yo, that's a question for everybody. What's your favorite Royal Rumble? And what do you think is the best Royal Rumble? My favorite wrestler all time or current? I thought Silva said they only needed 10. Yeah, they say that, don't they? SummerSlam 98 is probably my all-time favorite show, or just one I've most nostalgia with. It's a good one. 1992 is a good year for the Rumble. I like the 92 Royal Rumble. I always go back and watch it when I can. When I've got a bit of free time, like, that's not in the way of other things I'm watching. I do watch the 92 Royal Rumble. If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, you know exactly what I think of Bret Hart. It was a great segment. I just love the way that he bullied Brian Pillman over it. Brian Pillman celebrates, and then Austin just bullies his ankles. There's loads of good ones as well. Yeah, there is. There is. Favorite Rumble 2001, best Rumble 98. Rumble 98 is phenomenal. The worst Royal Rumble from anybody will be an interesting statement. Understandable, Zodiac. "1992 is my favourite and best. 2000 is pretty hard to beat. I love 1993 too. I have been in the Rumble for some years though. Not like the old days. Doesn't feel as excitable." Chester says my favourite Rumbles are 92, 97, 98, and 01. Tell you what, I did not like the 95 Royal Rumble, and I sure as hell didn't like 94. '96 Rumble only has one good match the whole show, and that's Taker versus Brett. But the Royal Rumble match itself was horrible. The only good thing is probably how it ends. 2015 is terrible, 100%. 2002 is underrated. Tell you what, whilst we're live, do you guys want to do a Royal Rumble watch along? Just a match. Haven't been in the Rumble. Well, we do a Royal Rumble match. Like, I'll bring one up and we'll just watch together, and we'll do it like watch along style. What do you say? All right, then. Well, we'll do our old favorite wheel of names. Right. Right. This is what we want to do. I want you guys to pick a Rumble. Put it in the chat, and we'll put it in the wheel. Then we'll spin it and see what we get. So, start dropping Rumbles. We're only gonna watch the matches, obviously. Just the like the Rumble match. That's not meant to be there. That's out the door. 2015. Jeez, are you trying to kill me? "1992. What's up, Stu? How you doing? Zodiac says 2002, 1990. You only get one. Pick one. Dory Funkin' 96 Rumble was probably the most bizarre surprise that they ever had. Carlos Colon 91 was pretty sure it was. Catherine really hates me by saying 2024. Double win, Brett and Lex Luger. Yep, I hated that because Brett should have just won it himself. Right, so Zodiac says 2002 Rumble, so I'll remove 97 unless someone else says it. We're doing like what's your best and what's your favorite Rumble. Then we're going to pick a Rumble match and do it as part of the show as a watch along. 2005, yep, because we all want to see quads get torn. ...2011 was fairly decent due to Punk's mic and promo, and Punk wasn't too bad in the 2011 Rumble, to be fair. His strategy was smart. Oh, booger red Undertaker. 2010 Rumble was low-key a banger. The ending is probably the better part of it than anything else. Like right at the end. My favorite Rumble. What the hell is a booger red? My favorite Rumble, to be fair, is tight. I vote from anything 80, 90, 93. Well, you can pick one, and then we'll run it. I'll put in 97, 2001. Yeah, he had both. And I'll put in... I can't wait to see you back in here, my friend. I'll put in 98 and then... I'll put in 2003. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Rumbles. God help us. No one saw that. No one saw that. Yeah, we saw that. There we go. We saw that. Like we all saw that. No one saw the other one. We're okay. We're safe. 432 subscribers. Thanks, folks. I really do appreciate it. Doing an Arsene Wenger. I didn't see it exactly. You didn't see it. Catherine, even you don't bloody want the 2015 Royal Rumble. Right, since I've got Netflix on the PC, I'll just bring up from net on here. I'm only looking for the match. Royal Rumble. Excuse me. Yeah, he was at that extent. Excellent. Right, let's see if I can get the Rumble. Where is it? So if you want to watch it from the start on Netflix, It starts on... One 1 hour 46:22. It starts from there. Did you see when Brick slipped in his entrance? Yeah. Chester's got on YouTube. Excellent. Kane dominated that 2001 match, to be honest, but he should have been the winner despite his performance, but they went Austin. They were right to. Yeah, it's the same as Sting. You just can't do it. Okay. Rumble 2001 begins with James's favorite wrestler, Bull Buchanan, and Jeff Hardy. And we are underway. The Bull versus the rainbow-haired warrior. Hardy on the apron. Avoids elimination. Up to the top rope. Jumps over Bull Buchanan. Go for the bull. You don't get the horns. You just get a bald head. Lovely clothesline. Rikishi obviously is number... The fact that that fat ass gets number 30 was just embarrassing. It's on YouTube. I was like, you know what? Since I've got Netflix, I may as well put Netflix to some use. They're getting rid of the Big Bang Theory on Netflix soon, and they're getting rid of Friends as well, which is wild. In the corner, Bull Buchanan laying in the shots. Not drinking any, but he's laying some in. Jeff Hardy on the rebound. Ooh, rake in the eyes. Very fluid. And a right hand straight to the face. Jeff Hardy under tight shit here. A big driving elbow into the face of Bull Buchanan. Massive 10-second count. Here we go. Hardy into the ropes. Heavy Irish whip. And here comes Matt Hardy. Advantage Brothers. Irish whip reversed. Ducks under. Time for a little bit of poetry in motion. And there goes Bull Buchanan. Over the top rope. Referee Theodore Long probably saying to it, in the few years, I'm going to blame you for everything. Oh yeah, he does. That's something I wanted to say, actually. I did not like Theodore Long's hate everything the white man does gimmick. Like, that was really poor for Theodore Long to do. Like, I hate the way they used him for that. Jeff beating the hell out of Matt. Evades into a back suplex. He's going to feel that on the other side of his face paint. And his nail polish. Jeff, jawbreaker. Vintage Jeff Hardy. Exactly, which is just wrong. Jeff trying to eliminate Matt. Matt's holding on well, trying to wrap his legs around Jeff. Here comes Farouk. Irish whip. Big clothesline. Knocking both Hardy Boys down. The former NWA's and Beauty of the World Heavyweight Champion of WCW. Oh, Jeff slips. He does slip, but he gets a forearm. Thoughts on Dominic versus Cena? Could have been so much better. Welcome into the show, though, sir. I hated Rikishi. He was pointless. Rikishi just fell flat a lot. Twist of fate into the Swanton Bomb combination in a regular match. That would be a free count. It's 5-3 now. Manchester City versus Fulham. What the hell? What's this? Catherine just sent me something that's absolutely hilarious. So Catherine sent me a meme which was back in my day, there was no Twitter, so you had to write your crazy ramblings on a poster board to try and get national TV. And it's a poster of Brett versus Sting. And it's Destiny's Child and TLC are lesbians. Love it. Here comes Drew Carey. Here comes Fat Boy. This is David Moyes on ecstasy. Matt and Jeff still wrestling. Matt drops a middle rope leg drop. Drew Carey, meanwhile, is high-fiving the fans. Someone should have told Drew Carey that the points don't matter in this match. Jeff, drop kick failed and Matt botched there. Massive botch. Matt over the top rope on the apron. Right hand from Matt Hardy. Drew Carey smiling, chewing gum. Just look at him. He's thinking there. I wonder how long it'll take before I get on Law and Order. Matt trying to suplex Jeff. And there they go. They're both eliminated and Drew Carey is having fun. Referee Jimmy Corderas' forehead, bald head, you can see it a mile away. Drew Carey celebrating, but we know what's coming next. Take off gloves if you're not Dudley. Here comes Kane from the plane. He's insane because he feels no pain. And Drew Carey's going, guy's a psycho. I just love Drew Carey does the best thing any Rumble participant should do when a super heavyweight comes in. He's like, come back, save me. He will definitely walk through Hellfire and Brimstone. At least you get Jim Ross's commentary on this, and not fucking Michael Cole's voiceovers. It's that breath that he takes. I couldn't believe they inducted Drew Carey. I know. It's just that wave. Yes, he was. And Undertaker was the Michael Myers. It's that smile. Oh. Money? He's offering him $1. I just love the fact that he offers him cash. Here comes Raven. Oh, if Everton scored. And Drew Carey's like, bye, Felicia's. Kane versus Raven, underway into the turnbuckle. Kane sticking some punches into Raven. Oh, Michael Cole's commentary is like listening to a cat be dragged by a car. That screech. Kane bullying Raven. Feet up from Raven, goes, charged at Kane. There's a bad sidewalk slam. Raven outside the ring, going for some weapons. There's a fire extinguisher. That's one way to explode. It's becoming a hardcore match. Oh, here's Al Snow. The rage of Al Snow. Literally. Instead of getting an entrance, Al Snow gets violence. We are officially free in the match. Al Snow whipping Kane like a government mule. Look at that, he's taking out Anfield. He's taking out rubbish. Oh, bowling ball. Big bowling ball. And there goes Raven's kids. Huge big boot. When JR stepped away in late 2009, I was gutted. I literally went, oh great, now I have to listen to Michael Cole and a few others will bore me. Oh, yep. It was painful. He made Jerry Lawler tolerable. Kane deflects a trash can shot, punch to the face of Raven, but now Kane gets attacked by Al Snow. Unprotected shots. Hi. Wow. Double drop toe hold onto the trash can. Kane is down. Snow and Raven are now clashing. Kane sits up. Here comes Moppy. Sorry, it's Perry Saturn without Moppy. It's what you were saying? Terry Runnels with Perry Saturn. Of course, Jerry Lawler with his puppies. Prick. Perry Saturn definitely tried to be superstar Billy Graham the way he looked. It was so embarrassing. Saturn with a lovely spinning heel hook. Raven tried to jump on Kane, got caught. There's a low hanging drop kick. And a vicious right hand. Military press. Gorilla slam. And there's Al Snow going for a sleeper hold. Fails. Raven's turn. He can't get up. Kane is being triple teamed by Snow, Raven, and Saturn. Our next entrant. Steve Blackman. Blackman, like a trained fighter in the midst of weaponry. And a lovely back suplex. Blackman, Saturn trying to take out Kane. Meanwhile, Al Snow spinning heel kick on Raven. Yep. Bang me, bang me. Brian Christopher. Whoa. Violence and gruesome. Just funky Brian Christopher. Saturn protecting Al Snow. Nunchucks. Brian Christopher with nunchucks. Call the cops. We're fucked. Kane doing very well, of course, to survive. Which version of Kane was the best? Masked, half-masked, or unmasked? The original masked Kane for me. Here comes James' favorite wrestler. I'm Honky Tonk Man. I'm cool. He was such a... He was a bad wrestler, but he was a very good heel. Just takes the fucking guitar and whacks it over his head. Kane was sitting there going, can I just shoot this guy with pyro? Thank fuck for that. Kane's like, no, mate. He's the honky tonk eliminated. Here comes a real wrestler. Here comes The Rock, number 13. I know his entrant off by heart. Here we go. Here we go. Walking in already. Kane said, he's like, the fuck do you think you are? Here we go. Right hands. People's champion. Laying into the masked man. The Rock's laying the smack whilst Jerry Lawler is taking smack. Trying to eliminate Kane as best he can. Denies him and then big clothesline. Time to work away at the magic. Kane dropping in these right hand punches. Oh yeah, he does. I hate the fact that Jay just steals his moves. Irish whip. Clothesline again on the Rock on the trapezium. Knocks him down. What's up, Bleach? Kane, right hand counters by the Rock, hitting a punch of his own. Runs the ropes, and there's the big boot. Patented offense by the man in the mask. 2, 1. Here comes another right to censor, and it is the Goodfather. Or as I call it, Death to Mankind. Here he comes. Soul Taker getting his ass whooped. Couple of punches. Irish whip. Rock ducks out the way. Right hand and out goes the Goodfather. Now we're back into it. Kane, throat punch. Fair plays to who he's playing. Throat punch. Taker, sorry, not Taker, but he'll be here very soon. Kane going for a suplex. Classic style like Bret Hart. He actually folds his body with him. Kane, a legal choke and a rumble, legal. Katie Vick watching going, okay. Away at Bournemouth. Ooh. That's a big one for you, mate. Fair play. Kane, another Irish whip. Rock ducks under. Big right hand. Free. Irish whip. Reversed. Sidewalk slam. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here comes Taz. Doesn't last long. Taz up on the turnbuckle. And there goes Taz. Kane applying pressure on Rock. Throat into the rope. Now into the turnbuckle. Both legs are up over the ring mat. Rock defend himself against Kane. Rock trying to eliminate Kane, but no avail. Is that a Taz replay? What the fuck? There we go. I don't want that. Rock went for an Irish whip. Kane runs back. Samoan drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The second member of the Acolytes. Here comes Bradshaw. The big Texan laying in the punches and the chops. Yeah, yous have done really well. We've got a tough game on Thursday. Double Irish whip. Rock suplex, clotheslines to Kane, attempt a suplex, but then Bradshaw goes, no, hits a clothesline from hell. Bradshaw, straight right hand to Kane. Here we go, spine buster. And big choke slam. That radiator is killing me. Here comes Albert. I always loved the Acolytes AP as a tag team. Yeah, they were a good team. Prince Albert, underrated back in those days. Oh, we know that, you perv. Kane, right hand to Albert. Now Bradshaw joining in. The heaviest man in the match so far. Double Irish whip. Double shoulder tackle. And then Kane hits a clothesline receipt on Bradshaw. He should have. Bradshaw hanging over the ropes, in trouble. Rock in danger of being eliminated too. Rock survives. Bradshaw working Albert. Irish whip. Big boot to Albert. the self-proclaimed super heavyweight, weighing in excess of 400 pounds when he actually weighed about 230, 240. Kane going after Hardcore. There's a derailer. The APA was one of my favorite teams. They were a good team. Like, they were a really good team. "5-4" is a crazy scoreline. I remember 5-4s quite fondly in different ways. The ring is piling up. We have 5 men in the ring. Bradshaw, strong Irish whip on the Rock, but there's a rebound clothesline. Rock's trying to eliminate Kane as the bell commences more and the count begins. We are on 3, 2, 1. Here comes Ron Killings, K-Quick. Ron Killings fighting hard. K-Quick more like Nesquik. Albert with more piercings than relationships, smashing in. Where are the guys at? Rock trying to eliminate K-Quick. Survive well. Bradshaw going for the power bomb. Yes. Hardcore Hollow gets drilled the same. Albert going after Rock. The count again. Here comes Val Venus, or Chief Morley, as Biatch Bischoff once called him. Chief Morley with the knee strikes. A spine buster. I would love to say the same, but Royal Rumble 26 I won't be watching. Yep. 20 men have entered, 10 to go. Rock with a power slam on K quick. Next entrant incoming. Here he is. William Regal. Regal with a beautiful spinning back suplex on K Quick. Now going after Bradshaw. Two, four, six, 8 men in the ring as we speak. Venus trying to eliminate the Rock, gets a kick in the gut and a short arm clothesline. Are you watching NXT tonight? No. Here comes Test. There goes Regal. Test attacking Albert. We never got a payoff for their split, by the way. I just realised that. I just realised that. We didn't get a payoff for it. Here we go. It's the big slow. Good idea, Chester. Big Show eliminates Test. Military press. There goes K Quick. Big Show. Chokeslam. Rock's in trouble. Oh, right in the slows. There we go. In the middle of the ring, only one man still standing. Somebody got a haircut. Quite literally. Big Show stuck in the Rock. Got him by the throat. And he's out. Kane being bullied, but you know what's next. Sound up for this one. The count's about to go. Here we go. Business has indeed picked up. Undertaker and Kane in the Rumble. There goes Bradshaw. Hardcore Holly. Face. Absolutely. There goes Val Penis. Or should we call it Choppy Choppy Pee Pee Weepy? You're Choppy Choppy Pee Wee. Taker and Kane staring down. Will they come eye to eye? Kane's done excellent thus far. My yard, my foot, your ass. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Push Scotty too hotty. Scotty Too Hotty was like a literal dead man walking. Well, you know what they say, murder comes in twos. There's a big boot. And a one-arm scoop slam. This is fair as death row. Taker, right hand. Kane, left hand. Double choke slam. But hey, quit YouTube. He's in another galaxy. And over the top rope goes Scotty Too Hotty. He's been murdered. Rock slowly getting back to his feet. Here comes Stone Cold. And I hate the fact they edited this. We didn't get... They removed Disturbed's version for the original. I like Disturbed in 2001. Well, great band, but I like that song for him. Here's Triple H going after Stone Cold. And the fight is on. And the Rock's in. Damn his soul. Turnaround is fair play. Taker and Kane bullying the Rock in the middle of the ring. Austin busted open. She's got no riz. She's fucking ugly. She looks like a Doug's arse. Next entrant. One Billy Gunn's coming soon. Bam. There he is. The one Billy Gunn. I hope she doesn't. I hope she just gets the sack. Billy Gunn stepping up to the Brothers of Destruction in full with the chops and the little jabs. When I watched this in 2001, that blood, I was 4 years old when this well, I was turning 4. But even I knew at this point, like, he wasn't going to lose now. Pistons fire from the Rock. There's the DDT. Great counter. Ooh, no bleach. No. Here comes Haku. The scariest man in wrestling. The real definition of scary psycho. Taker and Kane trying to take out Haku, but he's holding firm. Eight seconds remain. Here we go. It's Rikishi. I'm a bad man. Oh yeah, they do. Rikishi slowing things down. Oh, now he's caught eye of Stone Cold. Here we go. Austin going after Rikishi, holding firm, and he's in. Stomping a mud hole. Trick Williams is much of a man as a snail. There goes Haku. We are down to 6. The final 6 men. Taker trying to chokeslam Rikishi. Boom. Got him. Rock going at The Undertaker. Irish whip. He is not eliminated yet. Taker headbutting Rikishi. Too big of a head. That doesn't work. That second headbutt just wakes up Rikishi. He's like, no, mate. And there he goes. Ugh. Irish whip. Oh, the running hip attack. And an uppercut. Those two cheeks being exposed. Rocks up. Low blow. I did it for the low blow. And there goes Rikishi. And Taker is gone. Apparently a penalty decision's been sent through. There's a famouser. The fact that this is a Final Four is actually a fun thing. Oh, Billy going to reverse Austin. Reverse. We're down to 3. Rock counters Kane in a big DDT. Austin in the northeast corner. Rock in the southwest. Both men crossing I's, crossing T's. Rock, Austin, ready to go. Here we go. Boom. Rock. Primed. No. I also think she call you creepy. She would definitely call you creepy. Rock gets stunned. Lufez press. Hold him firm. And a kick right south of the border. Austin gets a rock bottom. Yeah, Bleach, that just doesn't sound right at all to me. This is the final 3. Kane through the middle rope. Not eliminated, he's fine. The exhaustion is kicking in. It's all worth it. Austin trying to eliminate Rock. Raking of the eyes. Here's Kane. There he is. There goes the Rock. We are down to 2. Austin and Kane. Oh yes. Choke slam. A thunderous choke slam. You can hear that all the way at Houston's Astrodome. Kane signaling for the tombstone. The death sentence, the death blow. Low blow. Even Katie Vick's gonna feel that. No, she wouldn't. I think you're asking very creepy stuff now. It's a little bit weird, Bleach. Maybe dial it down a bit. Please. Kane. Kicked in the balls. How does he respond? Steelchair. Here we go. Stunner. Kane, sit up. Austin, chair up. Wham! Bam! Shazam! Here we go. Ba-boom. 3 times. Power, strength, Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Kane ruined, but strong performance. Incredible. Do, do, do. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. No, how it's coming across doesn't look like that to me. It looks weird. But that's just one's opinion. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in this evening. I'm gonna get out here. Have a great night, and you know what? It's been a wee while. SWA tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do an SWA stream because then I'm off Thursday. So, bye, guys. And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.